Welcome to Rangers Radio on the Matchday show, the world's one and only unique live phone-in show for Rangers supporters all over the world. Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Well, good morning, yes, good morning and welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox here, on the show is the one and only Albert. Morning, Albert. Come on, Albert. Press that mute button. Well done. Morning, Albert.
Press the other button. I thought I'd press the mute button, but I pressed the other button.
Morning, Albert.
Morning, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. I'm good. I thought Fox was remarkably cheery for an early morning kick-off.
He's hungry but cheery. Hungry but cheery.
Hungry but cheery. Yes. I know what that means. Listen, I believe you've got the team for us, mate.
I have indeed. The team is Kelly, Ridvan, Sterling, Proper, Yefty, Raskin, Diomand, Barami, Haji, Cherny, Igaman. Substitutes are Munn, Cortez, Barron, Dessers, Matondo, Insala, Dibble, King, and Danilo.
Right. If you play well, you get a result. If it's no broke, all these things, Albert, no changes, and rightly so, in my opinion.
I mean, these 11 deserve to get put back out again. I mean, it's a straight, the way we were brought up with football. If you're winning, you stay on. It's as simple as that, mate. The winning team keeps going. But in the modern day, it never seems to be like that. There's always reasons, and everybody's got their input why you shouldn't be doing it. But anyway, I'm you. Keep the same team on as long as you possibly can. I mean, these 3 days, every 3 days, every 4 days, you're playing a game of football. It's just nonsense. Too much football, mate. Too much.
Well, you've been saying that for a while, mate. And I think we're not alone. I think it's all Europe people are saying it, isn't they? Yeah.
Aye, but you can't enjoy it. Look, that was a great result. We got an Old Firm game. A great result. Great, played well. You want to enjoy that for the week. You can't get 3 days. You're into this game. No, you need to win this game. This is all important. We need to do this. You need to do
2 days, actually, when you think about it. Friday, Saturday, and it's a game, mate.
You're going, never draw breath. You're just back into it again. So where is the enjoyment of football now? Where do you... Because it used to be played well, and then you had the week to talk about it. And we've done this and we've done that. You get 2 days, sometimes only a day and a bit to talk about it, and that's it. It's done. Move on to the next game. Everything's move. Too much. Too much.
Listen, I think there'll be obviously talk about the substitutes. I don't know. I don't know if Insala was on the bench at the weekend, Thursday. Yeah, but he's come in. Yeah.
I don't remember him being on the bench.
No.
The boy's a player. Whether he's ready, I don't know, but he's definitely a player, that boy. He's going to be if he develops. Let's say this loosely, if he develops, he's definitely going to be a decent player, a decent.
I don't know if he's going to get any bigger, Albert, is he?
No, he's for height wise, he's a lot more boy, but it's the physicality side of it. They all could do better. Put it that way. See, Fraser's away at the moment.
6'3".
I think he's about 6'2", 6'3", something like that.
Yeah, I think that as well. All right, so listen, the same team again, mate. As I said earlier on, I don't have a problem, mate. I think nobody played badly. So if it's no broke, you don't fix it, mate. And who have you got who's maybe playing? You've got Ridvan and Sterling maybe playing in maybe not their favourite positions, but they had decent games on Thursday. So you hope they have decent games again and you carry on. And obviously you'd hope they'll be slightly better as they play with each other.
Well, it's necessity made Ridvan get in there. It wasn't a tactical masterstroke or anything like that. It was just necessity. The way he's seen it, the way who's looking confident, who's looking strong in training, blah blah blah. So that change. Kelly the same. But I'll tell you, Kelly for me. If he doesn't take that jersey off of Butland now, he'll never take that jersey, mate. And if you're not going to come to Rangers and just be happy to sit in the bench, you're not good to us, mate. You've got to be challenging the person in front of you. You've got to push them to be better. And if they're not going to get better, you're going to take their shirt off them and be better than them. That's the way it goes, mate. But if he's sitting there, no, look at that shirt, 2 clean sheets, one against Dundee, one against that mob, both home games, knew the times to show I can do this all consistently and I can do it home or away and take the shirt off Butland, because at the end of the day, that's what he should be aiming at, mate. He's mental if he's not. So, him aside, he was put in because Butland was injured, but Ridman's in because Tavernier's injured. So these 2 guys come in and done really well. I know Kelly never much today, but he did make a save in the first half that I've seen. I'm not sure if Butland would have made. But anyway, he saved it and kept the game going. So the rest of them are all as much, mate. They're in their positions now. That is their positions.
Aye, well, aye. And with Igaman, Hadji, Barjami and Cherny, whether you like it or not, and you might have problems with this guy or that guy, he's not quick enough, he can do more, he's raw, whatever you think, they're all football players, mate.
Oh, they're all football players. You've got football brains in there now. There's no doubt about that. I mean, Raskin, Barami, Hadji, Cherny, Igaman, they've all got football brains, every one of them, mate. Diamond is a bit crazy at times. He does good things and bad things. He's a bit mental. He needs to settle.
On one on Thursday, mate, he skinned the guy and went back to do him again, yeah?
Oh, no.
As if you were in the police. What a foul, mate, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't think it was a foul.
Well, I don't think that was a foul myself, mate. I'm glad he got it because he can make you say that CDB incident in the game. Soonest used to say that. There's certain wee incidents in a game can change the flow of a game, and that was one. If he doesn't get that foul, that could have possibly changed the flow of that game. You never know. It's all pie in the sky. You'll never know. But why do it when there's no need to turn back into the guy? You've already skinned him. You've already won the ball. Skint him and go. Either pass it or move yourself.
Pass it, mate.
Exactly, mate. Pass it. Take them out. They're all around you. Take them out of the play and make the pass.
Pass it and make them run another 15 yards. They don't want to do, yeah?
Yep, absolutely, mate.
Yeah. Listen, we get the phone lines open, mate, yeah?
Aye, get them open, Paul. Get them in. Get the troops in.
Let's hear from these.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972. It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
Just a quick update on the Southside Super 6. Believe it or not, we were that deep in debate on Friday. We forgot to play Southside Super 6. And I'm glad we did. All there.
So, did they come up, did it not?
Let's just say your phone would have been pinging. I was on it. I supported them. But, he had a good run the week before, 5 out of 6 when we done it. He put it out there before Christmas. And I believe he froze one of his teams, whatever he uses. So he managed to win a few shekels. So well done, the big game. But it's no 6 out of 6, mate. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's difficult, mate. The fact that he's got it all once.
It's always hard, mate. People think it's easy. It's not easy, mate.
It's a minor miracle, by the way. He's got it up once. Once since he's been doing it.
A minor miracle away is I wasn't here.
Lucky white Heather, eh? Lucky
mate, I couldn't get any Wi-Fi where I was. Yeah.
It's funny if you think of it, but it's sad in a way, you know. But anyway.
Let's just say I don't like Santorini.
Don't get back there again.
Oh dear. Aye. There's no change in the shape. And what I did notice in Thursday, mate, that things that we picked up about and we were complaining about, all of a sudden on Thursday when we broke, mate, we were getting 4 and 5 people in the box.
Because you're getting the right players in the right place. You're getting the right
Simple
players
as
in
that
the
for you, is it? Simple as that for you?
That's, mate. You can't. The guys know he never did have a chance with the squad he's got, which is limited at best. No, I mean, he's not even had that as a full squad. He's been struggling with players all season, getting them on the park, getting the team settled, getting this, getting that. And still, that team there is no the finished article, nowhere near the finished article. And even that team there, you've got out today, is actually a makeshift team where you could say your second goalkeeper in and your one of your left backs playing right back. You know what I mean? So it isn't the settled team yet. We're a long way to go. But you've seen signs of it, mate. They can play football. There's no doubt about it. They can play football. And they did play football against the second half of Dundee. First half, dreadful. They did play football against St Mirren second half. First half, dreadful. They did play football against Motherwell. And people saying the first half was dreadful. We opened up Motherwell 3 times and missed 3 sitters, mate. 3 sitters. So I'm not taking this that we were dreadful against Motherwell. Defensively, we were atrocious, but we fought back. And then we played that mob, Ibrox, and showed you everything goes for you. Everything's happening for you. See what happens, mate. You've got a decent team. You have got a decent team. The tactics he got spot on. That is his tactics, mate. That's the ways you should be playing. That 4-2-3 or 4-2-3-1 system. That's the way it is. Do I like it? No, not particularly. But when it works, it works. But it's a counter attacking system, mate. There's no getting away from it. And to do that, you need to spring traps, and it's traps all over the place. And yet that's the way it works. And if you don't spring the traps, you then look poor and lethargic and turgid and all the rest of the negative words that get called against us. It's one of the things, mate. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't work, it's terrible. Like most tactics, I suppose. But you've got to have the players that can actually carry it out. And you need pace. You need pace, and you need football players or football brains on the park. And that's what's happening at the moment. That's what I see anyway. I don't know what you see.
Is it pivotal? Is it 2 pivotal positions? Raskin, how well he's playing, and the change in centre forward. I'm not one ever go at Dessers, but he's a different type of player. His control and his awareness, isn't he? Maybe up to the other 2.
It's the movement, mate, rather than the so the centre forward is definitely the movement, mate. But the pivotal thing is the person that triggers the charm, that triggers the press, and that's Igerman. Bayrami. He triggers the press, mate. When the press against Celtic, the press was Scales. As soon as he's on the press, when it was Vickers dropped back a bit. That's what I seen. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I seen. Then you see, everybody's saying he played McGregor off the part. All he did was cut McGregor's roots. Then he passed the ball to him, and him, if he did have the ball, pass it on. That's all he done. I mean, it's no hard, mate. It's pretty simple. You're putting a limited, talented player in a position he doesn't want to be in, and that's all Scales and McGregor are. I mean, people keep going on, he's a great player, McGregor, and he's got all these medals. I'm sitting saying to myself, he might do, and as a fact of life, he has. But is he a great player? He isn't a great player, mate. Not as far as I'm concerned. And to nullify these limited players is what they actually done there last Sunday. Sorry. You look at it and say it's out last Thursday. It looks and sounds simple. It's more difficult today, but it's no if you actually know what you're doing and actually follow the rules and the instructions for the manager. He's been at it all the time, but you've got likes of the boy Dessler. You get him up there. He's just not got the brains to play it, mate. He does all that stupid, pointless running, running 40 yards to close down a goalkeeper that he's never, ever going to get to. You're going, what's the point? What are you running up there for? Now you're out of position. If we turn this ball over, you're way out of position. So that press that we've got in the attacking, you're not in a position to help that. It's stuff like that, mate. It's pointless kidding on, running hard. Look, I'm working hard. Aye, pointless. Pointless working hard. No, I mean,
one of my frustrations with Dessers is when maybe in a game when you want to get a ball apart, he never kept it. And then sometimes when he gave away needless free kicks, mate, and that was a frustration for me. You're watching it, you just see him pushing the guy. And you're saying, that's us now. People put it up the park. And maybe in an SPL game, that's all they're playing for, is to put the big guys up the park and launch it,
Exactly, mate.
That frustrated me. Some of the chances, sometimes you used to say, well, I was getting in positions, but you couldn't fault the amount of positions you get in. For the amount of chances he got sometimes was frightening me. Yeah.
It's Celtic who has ability, technical ability, football knowledge. With that, he's got to be a deadly striker, mate. He's got to get, say, simple 10 chances, he's got to take at least 6, 7 of them. Yeah, that's the way it is with him. But if he's one of the all-round centre forwards who brings people into the play and he can link up, he's got a good football brain. But, that's different now. I mean, he's helping other people score.
All round. Are you having a go at a couple of players again, mate?
Was that again?
Anyway, we'll be joined by Cal. Morning, Cal.
Good morning, Ox. Good morning, the other man. I'm still got a hangover, so I'm sorry. I've been a hangover since Thursday, you know. Absolutely fantastic. Hey, about the goalkeeper. Do you know, maybe think Butland's got it in his contract that if he's fit, he plays?
Oh, you wouldn't be surprised in modern football when the deal.
That's what I mean. Remember Jean Allen Bimsong? He was the same, wasn't he?
Well, allegedly, mate. You never know. But
allegedly, aye. But I'm pleased with the team is stuck with it. But it's why, as you say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm away again.
Right.
I think I'm away again. Look, I'm going to call you during the week, but I've got a question about shares and how to get them. I've been up to my bank and they don't know anything about it.
Okay, mate.
Bye. Right, bye-bye. 3-0, by the way.
We're going to have to start a GoFundMe page and get him a new phone, Albert.
It always sounds as if he's calling off the edge of a cliff, doesn't he?
Aye, when he goes quick.
I don't know if I'm going. I don't know if I'm staying.
I don't know. It's there's been a couple of times when he's left us. It's been comedy gold, isn't it?
Aye. Oh, here it comes. He's just reiterating what you've said about it's no broke, don't sort it. No, I mean, it's simple as that, isn't it? It sounds simple, and it is simple as that. It's when the so-called science brigade and God knows who else gets involved. It seems to be overcomplicated at times. And then I'm a great believer, and I keep saying it. I know folks as they agree with it, but I keep saying it. It's these people are getting into these players' heads. They're talking to them all week. And telling them they're tired and you need to watch what you're doing because you've played this and ran that and blah blah this and blah blah that. Instead of just going like that, leave it alone. Put the figures towards the manager with no recommendation, a suggestion, and let the manager make his decision for there. But if you're in these players' heads, a lot of professional football players we know will take the opportunity to say, "Well, I'm tired. I need a rest. I can't play today." Because it's not a game to them, mate. It's money. It's just money to them. They're on a contract. So as far as some of these players, and I could name a few, I think the less games I play, the more money I'm making, basically. So if I'm getting paid £1 million, I get paid £1 million regardless if I play 38 games or 8 games. I mean, that's the way I look at it. So they're taking the easy option. If a science or a medical mob are telling them they're no well, I'm no well then. No for me, mate. Take all opportunities for excuses away from them.
The boy Munn's on the bench, mate. He's a big unit for his age, yeah? Have you seen, when you've been watching the boys a few times, have you seen him?
He's a good player. He's a big, skinny guy. He's lacking experience, mate. Oof. Miles away from being a first-team regular or anything like that. But he's definitely got a talent. He's definitely a talented boy. He's no doubt about that. I like that boy. But he needs to go out now. See this hanging about the Auchenhowie? No, get him out playing. He needs to play, and he needs to play regular in a team all the time. Even if he has to go down 2 or 3 divisions, get him out playing. He needs to play, mate.
I get that, mate. I get that. And there's usually with goalkeepers, there are no ones for coming in teams early. If you look back historically, isn't they?
You're right, mate. There's a few have managed to do it, but they're very far and few between. It's they seem to hit their peak between the ages of 28 and 35. I keep it for some mental reason, but it just seems to be that way. So I think that boy's only 20 or something. He's a young boy.
Oh, all right.
But I think that boy could be one of the ones that comes through, fast track through, if he gets the experience.
Mm-hmm. All right, be interesting. He'll not be out on loan at the moment, mate, because obviously we've only got the 2, yeah?
Aye, of course. Don't know how long Buckland's going to be. Not that bothered, to be honest with you, the way he's been playing.
No, I don't think you're alone in these thoughts, mate. I've got the Hibs team. Smith, Miller, Boyle, Cadden, Radio, struggling with this one. Haya, Koyu, another Cadden, Trantis, Campbell, Rocky, and Gale. Gale's been about the block a bit,
Mm-hmm.
He's been about experience, scored a lot of goals in England, used to have a lot of pace. I think he's obviously got on in years, but I don't know much about their team. I actually watched their highlights on Thursday. Jason Holt got sent off and they played against 10 men for the vast majority of the match for the first half, mate, and managed to draw 1 each by the bottom of the league. So what's the fear, Albert?
There's need. It's the usual. We're hitting a bit of form, and we're getting positions. People playing well in their position. I know that sounds obvious, no, I mean, but the end of the day, we're starting to play well. It's about us, mate. It's about us. There's no doubt about it. It's just about us. If we turn up and do it, play well as we've seen, can beat MD, mate. Absolutely anybody. I'm no fear of anybody. It's if you allow their tactics. And which will be a spoiling tactic with I'd imagine. If they open up and turn us into the counter-attacking team that we actually are, I think we'll take a few off them. But that's to say if they open up. But the boot will be getting flying about the day, mate, and the Black Arts will come into play. So that's, you can't stop that, mate. That's just what it is. It's these idiot referees. If they fall for it, they fall for it. If you looked at Robertson in the last game, I mean, who is the referee today?
I will tell you, mate. Give me a second. But all we're looking for is a fair crack at it, yeah?
That's it, mate. No more, no less. We're not looking to favour us and no favour other teams. We're just looking for, don't favour anybody. Just referee the game.
Man, that's it.
And the VAR team. Don't forget the VAR and the linesman.
Yes. Yeah, there was a couple of decisions, that Boyd Johnson, bizarre decision, mate. If that's allowed to go up with your forearm, I've never known it not to be a yellow card, mate. Never. Yeah.
Well, the strange things, they don't get away with it in Europe as much, do they? All of a sudden, what do you think? Oh, they can't do it in Europe because they don't get refereed properly in Europe. In Scotland, they just do what they want. Do what they want. I mean, McGregor should be sent off. No. Possibly that Johnson should have been sent off. Maybe even, he probably should have been because he's got booked for that and there was other ones he should have been booked for as well. But that's last week, that's new. But it's the referees, he's never known. It's just, well, we do know. Not that you never know. We do know what's coming. They're like this all the time. It's ridiculous.
I'm just looking for see who the officials are, mate. But look, Barjami is a decent game. He was involved and worked hard. He's a guy that's fluttered in and out of games. We're looking for a bit of consistency because it's a key position, mate.
Yeah, it is. But see, like I was thinking about it the other day. See, like say, about a counter-attacking team, like any team's got the possession. Barjami, isn't it? He should be playing in the number 10. But see if it's a low block team, I think he should be playing left and Hadji should be playing 10. I think they should swap out with low blocks. I think Hadji's got more of a brain to open these teams up than Barjami has. But if it's a counter-attacking, a counter-attack we're on all the time, it's a team coming out to players and get possession. Barjami's your man. I know that doesn't sound right because he's messed up a couple of passes and we've broke away, but that's only getting used to teammates. I'm putting that down to that. I'm just putting it down to Hugh. What that will start to click with the teams, especially wee Igbani. See the two seem to get confused.
That's 2 against them, mate. We've been right through and got the pass rank in it.
Aye, exactly, mate. So that will come good. Eventually, that will come good. Wee bit more experience for the young boy, and it will definitely come good.
Aye, beating's the referee, mate. Beating's the referee. But listen, before you fall off your seat, get yourself on mute because we've got the manager.
Philippe Hibernian in the Scottish Premiership this afternoon. What kind of game are you expecting here?
A tough one. So it's a team with a really good form. They took 13 points out of 15. They're looking forward to this game. The manager said that this would be the hardest place for Rangers to come at this moment in time. So they have a lot of confidence also. It's a good team with a lot of physical qualities. They're aggressive with ball. They have a lot of speed in front also. So it's a big test.
Off the back of Thursday's result and performance, how do your squad continue on from that and build on it today?
That nobody got major things to start the game. So that's why I start with the same starting 11 also, and I want confirmation of what they did, of course, against Celtic. And also, yeah, we're missing a lot of players in the back, so there was no space to put other players in that way. So I want to see the same performance. Of course, it's a different opponent. Of course, it's 3 days after, also a big game. So we're going to see during the game how long players last. I don't expect the same 11 to end the game. That will not be possible today, but I want every second that they're on the pitch, that they fight hard, that they give everything, and they do the right things on the ball also, what we discussed the last 2 days.
How important, again, is a strong start today, like you say, coming to a difficult place like this?
Yeah, it's very important, and we saw in the last 2 away games where we had a good start, but we make individual mistakes, we get goals against, and you give a lot of energy to the opponent in that way. So for sure, that's something you don't want anymore.
Why don't you give us a call on 0141 356 1972? It's your show, it's your platform. Let's hear from you.
So we have John Beaton. The VAR referee is Mr. K. Clancy. The assistants are McGeeky and Potter. Fourth official Chris Graham. And the assistant VAR is David Dunn. There you go, Albert.
Well, it's just a gaggle of trumpets, isn't it? It's just a gaggle of them. All in confidence together. But you could pair many is them with referees. Maybe used to the good old days, you had a referee and 2 linesmen. And many we got now, 7.
I've got to say, there's people might be worried about AI and that doing maybe jobs. They've managed to create jobs, isn't they?
It's just unbelievable, isn't it? I think the unions, the RMT, you know, they'll be looking at them and saying, how did they manage to do that? How did they manage to do this?
There was 3 of them. Now they've got a 4th official and 2 in the stand watch the telly. So there's went from 3 to 6. They've doubled their employment. Fair play to them, mate.
Oh, aye, definitely, mate. It's mental if you think about it, you know. Hundreds of them. I wonder if they get paid the same money for refereeing or running a line as they do for doing VAR. On any, you don't even do VAR, you do VAR and you've got an assistant VAR guy. So one of the assistant VAR guys is going to get an assistant. So you have an assistant and an assistant. Makes sense to me, mate.
I wouldn't mind having you as a 4th official for a match, just to watch it.
Well, that one on Thursday, they're stuck about one of our players. God, he's stuck about our players. So if I was a 4th official, I'll tell you right now, I'd be nutting people in a bit, especially that one. But anyway, I'd be getting sent off.
I think that'd be worth a watch, mate.
I'll be going mental on that sideline, man. Totally mental.
Right.
Anyway.
For people who just joined us, Albert, give us a team.
I knew you were going to do that. I just took it down now.
Oh.
Right, okay, here we go. Kelly, Ridvan, Sterling, Proper, Yefty, Raskin, Diomand, Bayrami, Haji, Cherny, Bigaman. Substitutes are Munn, Cortez, Barn, Dessers, Matondo, Nsala, Dowell, King, and Danilo.
Yes. It'll be interesting to see if there's any movement this month out the door, won't it? Some of the fringe players, if you like, or guys that's doing the pecking order, you know.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's not a very little, mate. Very little to none. The way he was talking, there isn't any money to go and buy anybody. So I think that. So it's got. If there's anybody coming in, it's going to be a loan. And if there's going to generate money, somebody needs to go it to generate the money. So I think it's that situation. So I don't think people should be sitting back and thinking we're going to get 4, 5, 6 players in, something like that. It's not. I don't think that's going to. I'd love to see it happening, but I don't think it will happen.
Anybody that we bring in, mate, has to be oven ready. But yeah.
Oh, absolutely, mate. Well, don't bring any prospects in. And you don't. In fact, that's a good point. You don't really bring prospects in January, do you? It's not going to do. January's more for the fix it. What you've seen in the first half of the season, it's fix what the problem's been. That's what January's usually about. I'd
love to speak to Giovanni and find out if Ahmed, the boy's doing well at Man United now, 3 years later, and Ramsey were his ideas, because I think he paid a heavy price for they two coming in. If he'd have brought in two oven ready who were fit and able to come in and play in the team and contribute, that season could have been even different, mate. Even different.
Aye, definitely, mate. Definitely. It's the wee boy's showing that he is a player. No, I mean, he's doing well for them, and one of the few's doing well for them. And the Ramsey, no, that was a complete waste of time, mate. That was a big, huge mistake. Huge mistake. Not just for the cup final, but in general, just a huge mistake.
Aye. The money you've used in 6 months, was silly.
You know, there's something though, right? When he's bringing his own personal trainer and saying he's paying 300,000 or whatever it was he was paying for his trainer, you're in trouble then right away, mate. You're going. Pfft. So what we've got is not going to even touch the sides with you to get you fit, and you're now bringing in specialised, which he's saying is specialised trainers for yourself. Nah. Something's definitely not right.
Oh, anyway, hopefully they'll learn from it, mate. Hopefully.
Anyway, today's game is today's game.
Listen, it's always a tousy game at their place, yeah. Usually the surface is all right, so no complaints there. So we go on, mate, if we play. I think they'll have a go, mate. So we should hopefully be able to pick them off and we go forward. But I think the people will be concerned that away from home, our defence hasn't been great all bit.
No, it's no, mate, and that's what's cost us. That is what's cost us. They talk about forwards no scoring goals, which is true, but it's definitely the defence, mate, this time. You can't just blame Dessers and people like that. It's the defence, mate, and especially the goalkeeper. He's been absolutely woeful. You need to go back and look at the 4 away games we've been beat, mate. It's tragic to watch. Totally tragic to watch. And the goals that we've lost, it's mental. Absolutely mental. But again, if we scored 3-4 goals each game, we'd have won the game. But it's a lot to ask, isn't it? It's a lot to ask. If you've got forwards who are scoring all these goals and doing what we think they should be doing, they'll not be at Rangers for very long, mate. There'll be other clubs going to offer them more money and take them away. It's a fact. But so we've got the situation where our goalkeeper can't, as Stevie says, keep Wayne's out of close. It's dreadful. It's the dreadful types of goals the boys losing. It really is bad. For a guy of his so-called class, no chance. 1 of their goals, 2 of their goals, maybe in his career would be bad enough. But he's losing these 3, 4, 5 of these goals every season now. Well, the seasons he's been with us. He had a decent start to his Rangers career, but I never thought he was ever going to be the replacement for McGregor or better what McGregor was doing. I never thought that for a minute, because McGregor was an exceptional keeper, right up to the last year, that was. So we've went for that to what we've got. I just don't rate him. I just don't. And I definitely don't rate him as a captain, mate. No chance should that guy ever be the captain.
Sorry, Dana Bridge. What do you think he's done there? Just went for the experienced players. But anyway, we'll part that. Liam Kelly, mate, 2 clean sheets. Not a lot today in both games, mate, if we're really honest. So it's away from him. You'll imagine he'll get a bit more. He'll be under a bit more pressure today. You imagine. But if we play what we did on Thursday, he can lean against the post, can he?
Oh, I mean, that'd be nice. That'd be nice for the boy to lay against the post and pull off that occasional save. Let's be honest, Gorham and McGregor, that's what they did, pulled off the occasional save when we needed them. And then there's other games that they actually win points for you. That's what keepers do. But Kelly is this is his time, mate. If you truly want to be the Rangers number one, what's to stop you, mate? There's nothing to stop you. If you start keeping clean sheets, there is the manager's got no choice. I know Callum was saying it might be in his contract that he plays, if he's fit, he plays. Well, that should never be, mate. That should never be in anybody's contract. No, you've got to prove yourself every game. Every game.
Well, listen, if Kelly plays well today and we win the game, and then he keeps on a run, the jersey should be his, mate. It's as simple as that for me.
But what's the test that? Sorry, mate, go for it.
If you don't do that, mate, I think that just causes resentment in the dressing room, because people know if you play well and you're doing well, you can't deny it, you know.
Well, the outfield players are different now because they're playing so many games so quickly. It's all right playing all these games that's spread out a 12-month period, but if you're playing all these games in an 8-month period, but they're all crammed in because the internationals and European tournaments, extended European tournaments, extended internationals, 2 weeks you shut down for international football. That means, it's got a wee rest for the non-internationals, but you're now got a crammed fixture list. So for outfield players, it's slightly different. But for the goalkeeper, if you're in there and you're keeping clean sheets, mate, you keep the jersey as far as I'm concerned. And you're actually contributing. You're just leading against a post. You could basically put a blow-up doll in there, couldn't you? But if you're actually contributing and making saves, and Kelly's made a few saves. I mean, he's not been pushed by any stretch of the imagination these 2 games, but he has made saves. The trouble of the day, as I can see, I mean, regarding Hibs company, I can see the long ball getting used a lot today with Hibs. They've watched the St Mirren game, they've watched the Motherwell game, they've watched the Kilmarnock game. No, I mean, the long ball down the centre of the park seems to hurt us, mate, for whatever reason. So if I was Kelly, I'd be saying, I'm going to watch it for this. I'm going to be on my toes for this to make sure if it gets by the defenders, I'm on it. No, look, Butland on, wait, hesitate, and then come out and then crash into again, get a penalty away against St Mirren, mate. And no like that. But be on your toes and look for the tactics they're using and be on your toes to expect it. But that's what I see the day. Them going to try and just Boyle's pace and that other boy. Two of them can run like the wind. That's what they'll be looking for, mate. Go on mute again.
I think we can have a flipping, mate. And we say if we play, we win. But if there was a classic example of that, it was Thursday, mate. Yeah, because we know we've known for a while we've got some decent players. We just couldn't get the blend right, and we've not been great at the back away from him. If we play today and the defence does their job without being outstanding, Albert, just does their job, cleans their lines, doesn't make any real individual howlers, we'll win the game, mate.
That's it. I mean, I suppose any team could say the same thing, couldn't they? But it's a fact. It's away from home. It's definitely the defensive errors that's cost us. So we should know that by now. I think Clermont does know that. You can't change it as much as you'd like to make it better because you've not got the players available today. Any of that. Whether they're fit, all the players are fit, and you sit and go, are they all still good enough to do that? That's an argument, isn't it? It's an argument to be discussed later on, I suppose. But definitely cut out the individual errors. That's the thing. If in doubt, put it out. That's as simple as that, mate. Back to the old days. In doubt, put it out. Get rid of it. Don't bother starting to mince about and trying to play football. Get in one of your duels. Win your second duels as well. That's most important because these big long balls and bouncing balls, it's the second one that usually gets you. So win your duels, mate. If you win your duels, you're fine. You'll be fine. Absolutely fine. Then it's down to the football players to go on way and win this game for us.
Just going back to the Motherwell game, mate, I see there's a lot of talk in the EPL about a handball with Spurs goal yesterday. People going nuts about it. The boy, it wasn't deliberate. The ball was played off his hand. I haven't noticed any of the press going nuts about it up here when it happened against Motherwell. Huh?
No. It was all fair I told you, it's the Rangers rule. It just feels that we're refereed to a different standard, mate. And that's the fact. And reported on is a different standard as well. Just fairness, mate. That's all you're looking for. Just fairness. Come on. It's all you. If your referees can't be impartial and just apply the rules or the laws of the game properly, mate, it's gone. You've not got a game. I keep saying it. And these referees are starting to bring themselves into equation with Robertson with no booking McGregor. Everybody's seen that. Everybody knew what was going on there. And you're sitting going, hang your head in shame, mate. Absolute shame. You've just told everybody that watches football now what you're all about. And that it's been going on, beaten 8 players booked in the cup final. 8 players booked. I can't get away with that, mate. And I'm saying, did I miss this game? Did I see this game? Was this a really dirty game? I didn't see it as a dirty game. Did you see it's a dirty game? But 8 Rangers players get booked. 8. So you're looking at that and you're looking at the referees and saying to yourself, I know we're back on to them again. I know people don't like talking about referees, but it's got to be called out. If you don't call it out, they're just going, and they have been doing it for season after season after season. This is costing Rangers a lot of money because we never stood up to it. So now you're sitting in a situation where they're sitting with a lot of money and you're not sitting with a lot of money. And that a lot of it's down to that. Not saying it all, but a lot of it. A lot of it's self-inflicted with where we are. No saying it's down to referees. A lot it's down to ourselves. But at the end of the day, you've got to have your fair share, your fair crack of the whip on the park, and that's all we're asking for.
Aye, I get it, mate. I get it. Right, give your thoughts. How do you think it's going to go? Yeah,
I think it'll be 2-0. 2-0 to Rangers today.
2-0.
I think it'll be a tight game, but I think it's going to be a rough house as well.
Mm-hmm. Aye. Listen, young Raskin's been outstanding, mate. Outstanding, yeah. I mean, I think there's not been a game in X amount. I don't know how many it is, mate. That you couldn't put an argument for him being man of the match. It's maybe the best run of form. I'm trying to think, that any individuals had. He's even been outstanding when we've drawn, and he was the best player in the park in the cup final. We never won it, but obviously we never lost again. But and he came on at St Mirren, was given 45 minutes, helped get us back in the game. And against Motherwell, when he got the bit between his teeth in the second half, when he had somebody to play off forward, he's been, even then, he had a great game for us. He wasn't the man of the match because we never won the game. But a good man might have shown it because of what he done. But I'm trying to think, about consistency over a 2-3 month period for a midfield player. I don't know. I mean, we've been blessed with some tremendous players in there. Barry Ferguson, Stephen Davis. I don't know if they runs of games like he had where he's potentially man of the match. It's some run of form, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. He's turning into the player that we get tell we're getting. I'm not saying that I knew he was going to be that type of player because I didn't know much about the boy before he came. But we get told this is a rare player. This player's going to go on to do great things for Belgium and things like that. That's what we get told. Well, what we actually got was a young, inexperienced player. Now what we've got is a boy that's actually turned a corner. Something, I don't know if it's just maturity, maybe clicking in the head. I don't know what's happened to him, but whatever's happened to him, I wish it would happen to a lot of the other young boys as well, because he definitely, and see when he's winning these man of the matches, we're close to it. It's not just doing it because all the other players have ranked rotten. He's doing it when most of them, well, not all of them, but most of them had a good game. When you're sort of struggling to pick a man of the match, but then you go, well, it's going to be him again, isn't it? He's stuck out again. So that's the pleasing thing about it. Long may it continue, mate. You're mute again. Every time I do that talk, you talk. Every time I do, you go big silence, and then I talk, you talk.
There's just a wee delay, mate. Every sorry about that, but I know that people who've hit the heights. I mean, I was a big fan of Stephen Davis. I think we missed out on him. If he'd have been ways in the peak of his career, people would have realised how good a player he was. I think most people did. But Barry Ferguson was consistent for us. You know, we've been blessed with Rayner, and you go back to Gaza, who didn't have a longevity. But I don't know of any of them ever had a period where they've been consistently man of the match the way that we've always been. Genuinely can't think, mate.
The only one I think comes close to it is Two-Guy. Every time he played, he get the man of the match. But the Advocate didn't like him. I thought that guy was a rare player, but he's the closest I
think
can remember.
I think the thing might be, mate, when you look back, sometimes the midfield guy might have had a standing game and somebody might have scored a hat trick, so they grab the headlines. Without the game being fresh, you maybe don't remember that. You know, you look back and you say, "Oh, McCoy scored a hat trick, man of the match," but he might not be the best player on the pitch, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, definitely. That happens. That happens a lot.
You know, but listen, I hope it continues today, and we wish him all the best. Final word for your good self, Albert?
Just knuckle down to it, Rangers, get the sleeves rolled up, because it will be a battle, mate. There's no doubt about it. It's going to be a bit of a rough house as normal with them. But you need to get focused, and as Clement says, this is to confirm what he's seen on Thursday. This game's to confirm that this team are ready to go ahead now. But come on, the Rangers.
This will be a game that's down to the players, not the manager. I think he's picked the team that everybody wanted. No changes, go again. We know this team's proved that they can do it, so let's get 3 points back down the road. A few days rest till we go again on Thursday. Thanks for listening, Rangers Radio. Well, thanks to Cal for joining us, Fox and Old School Blue for doing the technicals, and of course, the one and only Albert. Rangers Radio will be back 15 minutes after the final whistle, celebrating a Rangers victory. Take it away, Old School Blue.